The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
And that's the background music of the gunfight between Mnuchin and Wen Henglo in China on Sunday. And guess what? Guess who blinked first? It was Mnuchin. He blinked first. At stake was $150 billion in tariffs on Chinese goods. Unbelievable. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. Yesterday, the market rallied 300 points. Can you believe this? As a result of Sunday's gunfight between Mnuchin and Wen Henglo. This is unbelievable. And Mnuchin blinked. Now, we had something at stake here. The theft of our intellectual property. We're supposed to stop that. We're supposed to raise tariffs. This is unbelievable. And now, no more. This is crazy. We have an expanding trade deficit of $375 billion a year. It's on a run rate of more than $500 billion. Trade deficits are the root of all economic evils. They were supposed to fix this. They said they were going to go and they were going to put tariffs. Mnuchin threatened to place $150 billion tariffs on Chinese goods if China continued the theft of U.S. intellectual property. Of course, China's famed gunslinger Wen Henglo retaliated with tariffs. He said, I'm going to put $50 billion worth of U.S. tariffs on farm and chemical exports. This was all Sunday, high noon. Mnuchin blinked through his Coke-sized bottle-like glasses. But even worse, those to the gunfight said that Mnuchin not only blinked, but he wet his pants and was crying like a baby. Unbelievable. Embarrassing. They're laughing at us. This is crazy. Now, Mnuchin said not to worry. I got a deal. He said they made an agreement with me. They agreed to be strong and tight on the border of North Korea until the deal is made. And they would stop. They gave me their word. They would stop selling, or stealing, I should say. Yeah, stealing and selling our proprietary information. The U.S. trade deficit with China keeps increasing. And Mnuchin said Chinese will keep their promise. They'll commit to the goal of reducing it. They got Wen Henglo's word by $200 billion by 2020. And the Chinese said they will promise, and this is all coming from Mnuchin. He says, why I blinked. Because China, they promised to make major purchases this year. The purchase of agriculture and energy products of between $50 billion and $60 billion. I have their word. It's over the next 3 to 5 years. So let me ask Mnuchin, why would we be so lucky to think they will keep their agreement now when they have never delivered on one promise for the last 80 years? This guy's nuts. All that Mnuchin can promise, with 43% of Americans who can't pay for food and rent, is another 2008 economic collapse. And all he can promise is to stop that with another fraud called quantitative easing, which we are going to be seeing shortly, because they're not going to let this market collapse. We can see that every day now. This guy's a dope. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. They're going to do a QE, so get ready for it. And remember, a QE is nothing but a lie. When the Fed cuts interest rates, remember, it causes the stock market to go up. Now, what they did in 2008 to make the 10% of the population who, remember, were already in the stock market, including the 1 percentile who own the Federal Reserve, the deal was to make them all whole again, not Main Street. It destroyed Main Street. The only ones that made out were the 10 percentile. They got whole again, and very quickly. QE was all about printing money, something you and I would go to prison for. QE was about printing free money to give to the banks, the hedge funds, the insurance companies, to make them whole again. Give them the money to go buy stocks. And remember what they did? They kept on printing and printing money and buying treasuries. I'm talking about the owners, the Federal Reserve, kept buying treasuries to get the interest rate from 3.7 back down to 1%, so that the government, once again, could afford that interest rate. Because remember, they couldn't afford that interest rate of 3.7%, and that was one of the reasons why the stock market crashed. So the first thing they do is they bring out a printing machine, printing money that anybody else would go to prison for. And this is fraud. And they start buying their own treasuries? What are you, nuts? That's incredible. They bring out the printing machine to buy their own treasuries? That's like you owning a business and buying you own a restaurant. You didn't have enough customers, so you go buy all your own food. And you say, oh, look, I'm doing pretty good. Now think about this. QE was about printing money, which is illegal, but not if you're the Federal Reserve. And stocks, remember, the first stocks that went up were bank stocks. They went up about 240% within 3 weeks. Oh, they became whole again by pushing these stocks up 300 to 400% over the 10 years. And the stock market overall went up over 260%. Now we have the biggest bubble ever. And now, with so much debt, we have debt that is killing us. And when you are paying, when we have debt where we're spending $100 billion more a month than we're taking in, when we have a debt, a national debt of $21 trillion, they have no choice. They got to do QE again. Now, the best thing would not be do QE. The best thing would let the market correct itself. Because the great thing about corrections is that's what they do. They correct all the things that are wrong. Corrections are a beautiful thing. They should be correcting these inflated stock prices. But see, the very wealthy who control, our owners who control the Federal Reserve, they don't want the punch bowl to be taken away from them. And all this noise about tariffs is what led to this 300-point rally, which is already now, today, we're down 121. I told you yesterday it wasn't going to last. There was going to be no follow-through. Tariffs? That's all noise. Look it's not the tariffs that have the impact on our economy. I mean, they do. They certainly do. I'm not saying they don't. But they pale in comparison to the Fed rate hikes. That's what they should be focusing on, the Fed rate hikes, not these tariffs. It's the Fed rate hikes that's going to take this stock market and economy down. And that's why you're going to see QE, and you should be part of it by being part of Phil's gang. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. PhilsGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. PhilsGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if your person says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if your person says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I'm going to report on 3 stocks that we did two stocks. Well, one was 2 in May and one was in April. We just finished them, and we got some wonderful returns on. These were stocks that were in my video group. Okay, that's the group of people who are so busy they can't come to my classes during the day. Under my umbrella here, Phil's Gang, we have all kinds of programs, educational programs. You can be as active as you want. You can have updates. You can come to my live class every morning. You put up your stock in front of the whole class, and we talk about it, analyze it. We have, I think, one of the best educational programs in learning how to invest than anyone. I think we have the best in the country. But we also have a program designed for people who work all day, who are too tired, who just can't think, they just can't be involved. But they need to make money because retirement's coming, and you're not going to make money with your 401k. And you better learn that. You know, it's interesting. The 401k between the 80s and 90s, when the market was booming, everybody just kept opening their envelopes that came. They saw they were making money. They never knew that it was a scam, the 401k. It was never a retirement account. It was never designed for retirement. Not like the pension fund. It was a scam. Now, every day you see in the newspapers, every day, there's class action suits against companies because they're getting ripped off because they're terrible. The fees are horrible. The service is terrible. They put you in stocks you shouldn't even be in every day. Just go Google it up. Everybody's suing over their 401ks. But that's all people knew. They don't know anything else. And most people don't even think there's any fees. So a lot of people that came to the gang said, yeah, I just don't have time for this. So I said, okay, then I'll design a program and I'll design a chart. It's just a simple buy and sell signal chart. And it took quite a while to design it. It's my own chart. And I will select stocks that my gang members, all my gang members, are involved with. We'll take a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them, and I'll put them on a video, and I'll give you specific instructions on that video. It takes you 2 minutes during the day. All you have to know is when to buy. I tell you when to add to your positions. I tell you when to take some shares off or take all off. And I also tell you where to, if we buy a stock at $10, I'll say, okay, let's put a stop at $8. So if it goes below 8, we know exactly what your loss is going to be. So you always know what your loss will be before you buy the stock. I coach you through this whole process. It's the video group. If you can't spend a couple of minutes a day, and I update it 3 times during the day as I hold your hand. It's a wonderful program. And we're going to need this because I am telling you, this market is ready either for another big rally where they're going to do quantitative easing, which is stealing from us, which only benefits the very wealthy. They lie to us and tell us that quantitative easing is for the purpose of creating jobs and wage increases, which is a total lie. All QE is to print money cheaply to give it to the banks, to give it to the big institutions, so they have money at a cost that you and I can't get, and they buy their own stock. See, it benefits the people who are already in the stock market. And when the market crashed in 2008, the top 10% of the population controlled 80% of the stocks, meaning 80% of the stocks that they made money from, they controlled. And of course, the 1 percentile of that 10%, they also owned the Federal Reserve. QE was put in position to do nothing more than to make them whole. To make them whole. That's what it was all about. And to make the senators whole. Because many of the senators were involved with Goldman Sachs, AIG. They lost money. They had to get whole. That's what it was about. But they lied and told us it was all about us. No, it wasn't. So they got to make a decision. We're at a critical point right now because they can't move this market up on earnings. They tried. It doesn't work. So we have a fantastic opportunity. We're covered either way. If you're with me, if the market goes down, we're covered. Especially if you're with a stock video group, I tell you exactly what you have to do. But the Fed rates, people don't understand. We have two different kind of rates. We have the Fed rates and we have the bond rates, and people don't know the difference. The Fed rates are really simple. That's the rate that our owners, the people who own us, who's made us debt slaves, who own a central bank called the Federal Reserve, which is a private bank, which is no more federal than Federal Reserve, or Federal Express. They decide what rate they're going to charge the banks. They're called member banks. So all the banks in the country, especially the 20 biggest banks, depend on them for money. And they decide what they're going to charge them. That means whatever rate they charge them is going to affect your credit card, auto loan, student loan, home loan, improvement loans, your business loans. So that's very, very important. Because the problem is the more they charge the banks, the more you're paying in payments. And because your wages haven't gone up for years, and if they have gone up, not even close to what your food's going up and rent and everything else in inflation, that means there is less disposable income. That means the consumer has less disposable income. That means the amount of money he can go out and spend on big items like TVs and grills and boats. And that's why the economy can't grow. See, that's why we can't get to 3%, because wages haven't gone up. And so when people pay other bills, the disposable income they have is almost nothing. So they go out and they get credit cards to subsidize. And that's why we can't grow the economy. So now we're at a point, after 10 years of this big fraud of QE to take the stock market and just run it up. Now they're stuck. They got to make a decision. Are we going to do that again? So we are in a unique position. Now, the other problem with these rates, called the Fed rates, which is the rate that your bank is charged by our owners, is small businesses, which are the backbone of our economy, backbone of jobs, are also affected because they have to borrow money. And right now, these rates are going up. And they're talking about the tariffs? What are you, nuts? We'll be right back with more. Join my gang, Phil's gang, as I'll be introducing to you a couple new stocks when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the PhilsGang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Thousands of investors trust PhilsGang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
And I knew on January 16th of this year, I said this stock market was going to begin its crash. I said between January 16th and the second week of February, and it did on January 26th, and the crash is continuing, but nobody knows about it. And I can see it clearly because we can see these rates moving up, and it's the rates that create the crash. Now, as I said, there's two different kind of rates. There's the Fed rate. That's the rate that the banks loan, that the owners, our owners of the Federal Reserve, loan to their member banks. And when they increase the banks' rates, your rates go up. And because your wages aren't going up, then we get into trouble. Then we have the other rate. Forget these tariffs. We have the other rate, which is the Treasury rate. And that's the rate that is set by the government because they sell treasuries. They're broke. They have no money. When they need to pay their bills, they go out and they say, hey, give me money and I'll give you this treasury note and I'll give you an interest of, and whatever that interest of is decided by the auction. So it can go up and up and up, and it will go up as soon as they start increasing the federal rate, the short-term rate by the Federal Reserve, as those rates have been climbing since 2015 from 0.5% now up to 1.75%. That means the rate, the yield, the 10-year Treasury yield, when the government borrows money and goes out there and gets an auction, investors want more money because they start seeing these rates go up, the Fed rates go up, which affect the entire economy. They're taking more risk. So the investors, the Chinese and Saudis, they want more yield, more rates. And that's the rate that affects your 30-year fixed rate mortgage. It affects a lot of things. It goes through the whole economy. Then the economy slows. That's what's happening. And we're right at that point where we can see it in the stock market. Because the stock market can't rally since January 26, when the market started its correction, 12% correction. We're still 7% away from the top where we were in January 26, and here it is 3 months later. Are you kidding me? Almost 4 months later. So, I'm sorry, 3 months later. That means that something's wrong. So now they got to do something. They either Trump has got to let this market correct, or he's got to do quantitative easing, which is a big fancy word for printing their own money to force that 10-year Treasury rate down because they can't afford to pay 3.1% on $21 trillion. They can't afford it. We couldn't pay 3.7% on $10 trillion and the market crashed. How can we be so lucky to think we can pay 3.1 or 3.5 on $21 trillion? It's impossible. And then you got all this inflation going on. We got oil prices that in the last 26 months is going up 161%. You got food prices going up, healthcare prices going up, but wages aren't going up. So they're going to either do QE or they're going to just let the market drop. Either way, you're going to be positioned with B. Now, here's why Rand Paul's talking about this debt. See, not just the interest rate, it's the debt. The debt's the killer because you got to pay interest on the debt. And the 10-year Treasury yield moves first. That's the one that moves the short-term rates move first, Treasury yield moves second, and our debt, we're in real big trouble. Now, let's think about it. We have $21 trillion in debt. We're paying interest of $475 billion annually. We don't have that money. And because we don't have that money, we have to go out and borrow it. You tell people we'll give you a yield of 3.5%. All of a sudden it'll be up to 4%, 5%. We're not going to make it before the crash. They got to get that rate back down because housing is going to just come to a halt. Already mortgage applications are coming to a halt because people can't afford, when those interest rates go up, they just can't afford paying mortgage rates. They just can't do it. They can't pay higher interest rates when their wages aren't going up. And we got interest rates going up every day. This is crazy. It's the debt that's the killer. And nobody cares. They want to talk about tariffs?
So there is a point at which debt is too cumbersome and there's too much of it. Carmen Reinhart of the University of Maryland.
I don't want to hear about Carmen Reinhart. That's Rand Paul. He's right about the debt. Then he says about the interest.
What happens when interest rates normalize? And many are predicting they will. As economic growth begins to pick up, you're going to see an acceleration in interest rates.
And what happens then? You can't pay it. And people can't pay their credit cards, can't pay the rate, but the government can't pay on their $20 trillion national debt. So, our debt on $21 trillion, think about this. That's $64,000 for every man, woman, and child. No wonder babies, when they're born, they cry. They come out crying because the first thing they get is a bill for $64,000, their portion of the $21 trillion they owe. As soon as they slap their butt, they cry. That's why. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. So we have, as taxpayers, of that $21 trillion, 167,000 as taxpayers, that's each one of us, that's our portion of that $21 trillion. That's why you can't get a raise. That's why when you go to the supermarket, the food is up. That's why gasoline is up, because we keep owing more of that $21 trillion. But most people don't realize that. This is crazy. And we're paying, and with that national debt, we're pushing out 8% of our debt, of our cash, to pay on our debt. That means we can't fix airports, we can't fix the runways, we can't do infrastructure, we can't get people to come over here and put their companies here in the U.S. They put them in Canada instead. But Congress doesn't care. Congress loves to spend money. The rate of $10 billion a day, because it's not theirs. So they need to borrow $1 million a minute. And China and the Saudis are there saying, hey, okay, we're here, we'll buy your treasuries, but you know what? We're seeing the short-term Fed rates going up. We want more. When we go to the auction, we're going to want more than 3%. We're going to want 4%. And that's where we are. We're on our way. That's where we are. Now, if you don't believe that, that's fine. But it's going to happen. Either a crash or QE. I want you to be, regardless of which one it is, I want you to be okay. So join my gang, and you can have all the services for $39.95, or you can say, you know what, the only one I want to use for now is the video that you put out 3 times a day with a specific 1 or 2 stocks that you guide me 3 times a day on that stock, what to do, exactly what to do. We've done terrific. As I said, we've done great on the 3 wonderful stocks. And we had AMD, we did a 12% return. I'm putting up on a chart, AMD. And we got in when it turned green. It's still green, but we'll know when to get out. And 12% return. What's wrong with that? That's in May. We also got WLL. When it turned from red to green, a buy signal, it's up 26%. So if you were a gang member, you decided to follow my video, there's 2 of the stocks were on my video. 26% and AMD 12%. Not saying every gang member got all of it, but they got most of it. So 877-600 gang, join my gang now. Try it for a month, and you'll be safe. No matter if the market goes down or it goes up, you shouldn't care. It just helps St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
So the bottom line is we got two choices. Instead of just a crash, we got two choices this time. More QE, which means they're going to push the market up with printing money, so to bring the interest rates way down, and then they're going to print money and give it to all the special interest, near 0% again, to push the stocks up. And the people that are in the market are going to make a fortune. Now, my gang members will do very well because we're in the market. We're going to do very well. Now, if they decide not to do QE, the market is going to collapse. And this time, it will be a huge collapse. But we'll be shorting the market before that happens. We'll be in a position. Either way, you'll be covered. If you want to be very active in investing, be an investor, you can participate in all my programs during the day. And if you don't have the time to do that, including the live class from 9:30 to 11 o'clock, then just follow the selective stocks on my video. I put up posts 3 times a day and do follow exactly what I tell you to do. You don't send me your money. You go online and get your own online broker to buy the stock. You're paying me for my guidance in that video 3 times a day and with alerts. It only takes you a couple minutes a day. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. I told you about the stocks we already had that we did very well in May. AMD up 12%, WL up 26%. But I can't guarantee you're going to get those same returns going forward. But if we use the same chart and the same technique, we should do very, very well. So why don't you try it for a month, for heaven's sakes? Try something. You're not going to make money with your 401k, I can assure you that. So they're waiting for your call, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days. And then once you start doing well, all I ask is to please help St. Jude. Now, they are so screwed up in trying to promote this market. Their lies All these financial shows, they just sound silly. Listen to this. This is unbelievable how they contradict each other.
I see a consumer out there that's becoming extraordinarily confident.
Employers continue to create jobs, and they're raising wages.
The consumer is doing fine. The unemployment is low. Wages are on the rise.
Wages on the rise. Are you kidding? 0.2%? Even if it was 2%, do you know what health care is going up? I don't have to tell you. You know that. Now listen to this.
The risk is rising. Or has already risen. There is a stealth slowdown already happening. That's not a forecast. That's already happened. The forward-looking indicators anticipated that, and they haven't turned up yet, so we have further slowing to go.
Wait a minute. That's not what Varney said. Here, listen to this one.
Income and spending, they speak very closely to the consumer. And when you look at the chart, what you see is that for several months now, actually since late last year, consumer spending growth has been easing, as has personal income growth. And that points to a fresh softening of a big part of the U.S. economy, notwithstanding all of the excitement about the market going up.
Now, remember what he said about income? Income is not growing. Wages are not growing. That's a bold-faced lie. But notice what Varney's telling you in Payne.
I see a consumer out there that's becoming extraordinarily confident.
Employers continue to create jobs, and they're raising wages.
Consumers aren't confident. They're only confident when they have 5 credit cards they still have room on to tap. They have $13 trillion in household debt. Are you kidding me? Consumers have had it. We are a credit debt nation. As long as we have our owners who control the monopolies, which one is a banking system, who are willing to give them credit cards, to sell them a car with a credit score below 600, give them 7 years to pay on it. Is this what Varney and the other guys are saying? Well, this is great. Payne, we have, see, guys like Payne and guys like Varney, people like Maria Bartiromo, all these people you see on CNBC, this is how they make money. They want the consumer to go out and keep spending. Remember Bush? He said, take money from your house. Use it as an ATM machine. Go spend, spend, spend. That's what they want you to do, is spend. How do you think they stay on TV? You think they're on TV for free? They have to pay for that time. It's all a lie. Look at the student loans. People are jammed with student loans. We've never seen so many delinquencies in student loans and car loans. You know all this. So what's the answer? The answer is stop listening to these people. To start thinking. Think out of the box. And say, maybe I'll try something a little different here. I'll try Phil for 30 days. I'll get his video. You just go online. If you're at lunch, it takes you 2 minutes. Even if it takes you 5 minutes, pop it up and say, okay, what do I do now with STI? Now, right now, the banks, if they're going to run this market, the banks have to go up. And the banks have been coming down, not going up. And that's why you don't see the stock market can't get back up that 7% since January. Here we are in May. They can't get up. Why? Because the banks aren't leading. Banks always lead. So I picked out STI. I picked out USB. I'm going to put that on my video. So join tonight. I'm going to put those on my video tonight. Because those bank stocks, if they don't lead, the market can't go up. If I take, and I'm also going to put on XLF. That's the XLF is the basket of all the banks in one basket. If that doesn't go up, the stock market's not going to go up. And then we're going to be prepared if the stock market doesn't go up. We're going to have another stock called SDS. You buy it. And when the market starts crashing, the stock goes up. Stock goes up. So I always have on the video individual stocks. I also have on my video the spiders. The spiders is probably the easiest thing in the world for people who are busy, much better than a 401k. Are you kidding me? A 401k at best will give you a 4% return. That's it. And that's before all the hidden fees. By the time they're done with the hidden fees in a 401k, you've got nothing left. You've got nothing left in a 401k. Check it out. Look at all the fees you got to pay. Are you kidding me? You got nothing left. You got to pay custodial fees, legal fees, transfer agent fees, sub-transfer agent fees, record-keeping fees, marketing fees, brochure fees. What are you, nuts? You deduct 2% a year for investment costs, then pay 0.25% what's left to Uncle Sam, another 2% to inflation, and that's down. I'm keeping that low. What do you have left? 1% a year. That means it'll take you 70 years to double your money. What are you, nuts? And they have no fiduciary relationship with you. The spiders, you can get a 10% return versus 4% with a 401k, and the fees are almost nothing. And I will guide you with that spider. Every day on my video, I tell you exactly when to buy it, when to sell it, when to add to it, when not to add to it. I guide you. So 877-600-GANG, try it. All I ask, when you start making money, please help St. Jude. That's what it's about. Look, bottom line. Interest rates and the stock market move in opposite directions. Okay? When the interest rates go down, stocks go up. When interest rates are going up like they're now doing, stocks are going down. And there's pressure. But we got the plunger team, the President's Working Council on Markets, underneath it, holding it up like Atlas, holding it up, holding the world up. Now, he's got to decide, is he going to let that drop, let the market correct, which would be the smart thing? Let's take a hit. Let's clean up everybody's balance sheet. Let's clean up the corporate balance sheet. Corporations are so funny. They say, oh, boy, look at the earnings. Look how good they're doing. No, they're not. Corporations have so much. They have $8 trillion in debt. They never had $8 trillion in debt because they've been borrowing money for 10 years to do stock buybacks. $8 trillion in debt. They only have $800 billion in cash. And why do you think their stocks can't go up? So we're at a key point right now. We're at a key spot. Either we're going to do QE and the market's going up 120%, or we're going to do a crash where the market's going to go down 50, 60%. Either way, join me and I'll guide you. And tonight I'm going to start with a couple of new banking stocks and the S&P. I always do the S&P. That's one of the best groups you could ever be in. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang tonight. Try it for 30 days, and you'll see it makes a difference in your financial life.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
PhilsGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. PhilsGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit